Hello, everyone. My name is Mauro, and I'm for Crusader Coaching. And I'm very excited to introduce to you a new endeavor that we're going to be doing here at Crusader Coaching called the Content Value Series. So, to give you a bit of background as to why I wanted to start this endeavor, as a man, I've been inspired by various different types of content ever since I was a young boy. This includes superheroes, different movies I've seen, different animes, different music, songs I've listened to. And what I've noticed is that even though a lot of that type of content, those different types of content tend to be secular in nature, so basically they don't particularly represent a 100% faith-based content, there is so much value to be taken from that. There is so much to learn. There is so much to explore. There's so much for us to really, if we let it sink in, we can grow in virtue. And I was reflecting on this idea for several months. And what I realized is that there are many people on this planet, men and women, who are looking, they're hungry for good content, and they want to be entertained, but at the same time, they don't just want entertainment, and this might be you. They also want value. They want something that will enrich them, something that will make them grow, that will help their life improve. And so I'm very interested in this combination of mythical figures slash fantasy-based content and dissecting those different types of content, whether if it's represented in song, in movie, in literature, poetry, whatever it might be, and seeing, well, what can we learn from this content? And how can we apply it to a Catholic worldview? How can we grow in virtue by learning these lessons? And so I wanted to introduce to you this new series because what we're going to be doing is very interesting. We're going to be taking a look at different types of content, like I said, and my shirt is actually a clue as to one of the things we'll be reviewing. And so what we're going to do is this. We're going to take a look at a couple different elements that each show, song, movie, book, poetry might represent. And what we're going to talk about different virtues, different gifts or fruits of the Holy Spirit that are represented in either the lyrics or the characters or the story. We're going to take a look at biblical verses that coincide with the messages that are being represented. And we're going to talk about what is this content good for? What are the main themes? We're going to talk about age appropriateness and what type of content we should be showing and some things to look out for. So that's going to be a bit of a blueprint as to how this series is going to work. And I'm thinking of starting off just very slow, probably doing a couple of videos a month, because I really want to make sure that the content that I'm making is quality in the sense of it gives me a bit of time to really dissect and get my thoughts together. I'm very good at doing that quickly, but this time around, I want to be a little bit more intentional and be very particular with the language that I use, because that's actually one of the themes we'll be talking about is the power of language, the power of good writing in a script, the power of, beautiful poetry or stanzas or verses or choruses that are shown in different types of content, particularly in music. And so with that being said, we're going to kind of divide the content into a few different phases. For example, in a movie review, I will give a general synopsis and talk about some of the values that are being represented. But then I may also do other videos that maybe will analyze a certain character or a certain scene in the movie or a certain song. So that way the videos won't be that long and they'll kind of be divided into nuggets, but there will be a certain continuity in the sense that we're going to be taking a journey through different types of content one at a time, but also kind of exploring the content from a holistic perspective where we're going to take a look at a lot of different elements that are being shown and the values that we can learn, the lessons we can draw from that content. So I'm very excited to share this endeavor with you. And if you have any requests as to a show, a song, a movie, a book, or something that you feel that is in secular culture that inspired you, whether if as a child or now, and you feel like you learned a lot of good, wholesome lessons from it that are compatible with church teaching or just Christian doctrine in general, feel free to include it in the comments down below to give me some ideas. I've already got a good amount of ideas to get started, but I'm always welcoming new ideas. So on that note, I'm looking forward to sharing this content with you. Give me a couple of weeks to kind of put some things together, and I look forward to having this journey be one that is fruitful, exciting, and that it will ignite positive energy in you and help you to have more joy and more strength in your life. Until next time, stay strong, take care. I'll see you soon.